Okay.
Open up, baby.
Yo, we back. It's the Heat Factory Podcast. I'm Kiefe here with my brother.
J-Rock. What's up, baby?
This is episode number 3.
We in this thing.
Man, moving right along. Remember, we are here to give you all things sneaker related.
Hey, I like that music intro, Coke. That was a good call right there, man. Nice little surprise.
Yes, sir. Got to represent for the H, man.
saying?
Yep.
Outside.
Again, that's my brother Coke as well. Always here with us. Coke, man, let's just jump right into it today. What we got on tap?
Today, again, we're going to talk about, what we got on our feet, our latest pickups, what we might be getting, surprise, surprise. Also, we have Coke's controversial takes.
Oh,
talk
geez.
about the
my goodness.
sneaker
Ain't no telling what you're
culture.
going to say today.
Yep. Also, we're going to talk about the impact of the Air Force One and how big it's been on the culture, not only in the sneaker culture, but just worldwide.
I like that topic.
Yeah.
Also, we're going to talk about my boy, Kanye.
Oh, my.
And the downfall of the Yeezys, man. We're going
Man,
to
it's
touch
a
on that
sad
also.
situation.
Should be a
Sad
good
situation.
episode today.
I wouldn't say sad, man.
Okay.
Well, it
Well,
depends on who you ask. But
Situation, though.
it's going to be a good episode today.
cool. Well, as always, we start with my boy Roc. What you got on your feet today, bro?
Yes, sir. So I gotta go back too, man. Thank y'all again for tuning in to episode 1 and episode 2. Great feedback out there. Appreciate y'all. We got a lot of big things coming up, at the next couple of episodes. We have some special guests and some other things. So thank y'all for the support. Click, like, and subscribe to the Heat Factory _ YouTube, Twitter, Instagram, all the socials, the podcast, Spotify. So thank y'all for that. We appreciate the love. So going to the on feet segment. So as y'all see, I got my Lakers on today. I got to represent for my boy, the GOAT, the real GOAT, Kobe Mamba Bryant.
Rest in peace, though.
You know what I'm saying? So I brought out my AD sales, man. This is one of my favorite all-time shoes, man, honestly. When this shoe first came out, it took me a while to get it, but I just truly love this shoe, man. I love the design, the details on it. Got the Kobe's name stitched in the back. It got his numbers on
That's
here.
really a fire shoe. I can't lie. That's a fire shoe.
I love it.
Not a huge fan of Kobe's, but that's a fire shoe.
Those are hard, bro.
Ain't they? Got a lot of details on it. You know what I'm saying? Got his birthday on here, man. A lot of stuff, man. So RIP to the GOAT, man. So y'all know, man, I've been a Kobe fan my entire life. So I'm always gonna rock for my boy, man. These are probably one of my favorite shoes. I had them for a few years. I barely wear them. They still look like they straight out the box. So.
They do. And I like that, man. I like that you keep the shoes clean. That's a nice shoe, man.
Shows
Sure.
responsibility.
Appreciate
Good
you, bro.
job. Good job.
Let's see what I got today. I brought out the I had a little trouble today. Got these I think they call like oxidized pastels or something like that. I'm continuing with my dunk trend right now. I promise you next episode I'm gonna bring out something different so you all don't think that I only have dunks.
This boy's on a dunk spree.
But
No Sean
this
Kemp.
is
Dear.
listen, this shoe is fire. Like it got multicolors on the tongue. Obviously you can see this like pink on the side for the Nike check. Man, it's a fire shoe.
Those are nice.
I like the blue laces on them too.
Blue laces. Fire shoe as well. But Coke, you got on your feet
What
today?
you got over there?
Today, for this episode, I want to go a little West Coast. I got the OG Cortezes. You dig?
The dope man.
Dope
Yes,
man. Those, again, that's one of my favorite shoes. Like, it's hard to find them these days. Yeah. I used to have like an all red pair. I don't know what I did with it. I think I gave like something happened with it, but I think I gave them away. I had the all red pair. I got the OGs on today. Yeah. The true, I'll say true blue colorway. For those who don't know. But yeah, I got the Cortez on today. I'm on my West Coast stuff, bro.
I'll say this about Coke and what I really appreciate about him and like the shoes that he wear. It's always super original for him. You know what I mean?
Thank you.
No, seriously. Like any shoe that he wears, you might, well, let me not say any shoe, but a lot of times it's not a shoe that like everybody gonna be wearing. I did have my little phase of dope mans when I was younger, but I don't see too many dope mans no more. I don't see any other Cortezes anymore.
I got a few of them in the stash.
Do you really?
But yeah, I do. But I give it to him, man. The boy consistent with it.
Yeah, he very consistent. It's always gonna be like original, kind of authentic for Coke. So I always like that. I
try to keep up with y'all.
You keep them clean too. You know the crazy thing about them dope mans, man. You don't know if they dope mans or Forrest Gump. You know Forrest rocking too. You know what I'm saying? So, but
that is true.
You don't know.
Listen. All I think about, the first thing I think about when I think about that shoe though is Paid in Full.
Yeah.
And my boy Mitch
looking like a poop putt.
Man. And when he was
classic.
It's classic, man. I think that's as soon as I see that shoe, man. As soon as I saw Coke, I was like, oh man, Paid in Full. I'm gonna have to go watch it. So shout out to that movie too. That's one of my favorites. Definitely one top 5.
I quote that movie probably every other day to each other too.
Yeah.
At some point.
Yeah. A lot of quotables.
Yes, sir.
A lot of quotables.
Yeah, man. We got some fire in the room today. Definitely has a fire in the room.
Fire in the room. And then, as we kind of always talk about, what you have picked up lately, you sent us some things that you picked up, which is also some, you got some fire.
Hey, bro.
And then you got some questionables that really kind of go back to, a couple of our topics in previous episodes. So
it do.
What you picked up, Rob?
So I'd have picked up another pair of twos.
God, dog.
The Lucky Greens, man. Hey, they fly. They fly. And then I'm waiting on them Craft 4s. It'll be coming out in a few days. And then so Air Force One's got some white chromes that's coming out.
Okay.
So between the last couple of weeks, Lucky Greens is my only pickup. But I'm definitely getting the Craft 4s and then those Air Force, the white chromes. So I might bring all of them next time just to show the fans what that.
Yeah, bring them, man. Like. We want to see them. Obviously, we want to discuss those twos just like any other two because that two has been a really interesting topic. It's really taken off for us, and I love the discussion around it. I just cannot get with the twos.
You'll like the Lucky Greens.
I doubt it.
I'm sorry. Let me say I picked up. Only thing I picked up this week is actually a shoe that's been out, but I didn't have them. So bread colorway, I think I talked about bread colorways in episode 1, and I got bread 4s. Finally picked up a pair of bread 4s. I haven't had bread 4s since I don't know a while, and I've been seeing them. Also, it kind of goes back to that conversation about resale. I had to pay a grip for these shoes.
I'm sure you did.
I'm
sure you did.
And
we're finna be eating ramen noodles the next 3
for real.
You know how much
You
know how much the Black Cat 4s go for?
Black Cat 4s are crazy.
How much?
It's gonna run you about 8-9.
Yeah. I'm not as much of a fan as the Black Cat 4s. Oh, and also, Rock. Speaking to that, Black Cat 4 is set in the stores.
They did.
That's a shoe
Yep.
for anybody who paid attention to episode 2 when we talked about shoes sitting. I told you I got them True Blues and how it might be an investment. Black Cat 4s was in the stores for a long time. Nobody was feeling them until your point now they're $800, $900.
So I just pulled it up. So if you go on to GOAT has them for in my size 12, brand new in the box for $1,200. $1,200.
That's crazy.
Right.
That's crazy.
So speaking of Ford, is Ford the most underrated Jordan shoe?
You might have a point there.
Yes,
you might have a point
you
there.
have a great point.
I always thought that.
You might have a great point there because I'm gonna tell you this. I was not into Fords for a long time, and I always thought they were kind of, I don't know, weird looking or whatever. But now I want all 4s. Like every time a 4 comes out, you talked about the Craft 4s coming out. Like I want all of the 4s, any 4. And, obviously I just picked up a bread 4, but I like 4s. That's a really good point.
4s are fly.
I feel like they don't get enough shine as they should.
Yeah.
Everybody, for some reason, talking
It's
about
ones.
the ones and the twos.
Don't say for some reason.
For
about
some
the ones.
reason.
There's a
No, hold on. But you said everybody talk about the twos. I don't think too many people talk about the twos.
Yes.
No.
telling
Ones and 11s have always been the shoes.
Yeah.
Ones and 11s.
Ones only because they were the first one to come out.
Oh
That's
my
my
God,
feeling.
this guy.
But we'll talk about that.
But ones and 11s. But I think fours, honestly, are right there.
Yeah. Fours fly.
And I think threes, too.
Oh, I love three.
Yeah. I think you actually kind of put me on threes, to be honest. I did
threes.
not like threes. Threes are another shoe. When
threes.
I think Black Cement 3 might be the...
It's up there. Don't say them.
I'm not going to say the best shoe ever or nothing like that. I'm not going to go Coats controversial, but it's a great shoe. I love that shoe.
Just,
I love that shoe.
let's leave the ones alone. Ones are the Kendrick Lamar of the sneaker
Oh
culture.
my
Wow.
goodness.
And we haven't even went to the controversial takes yet, and
That's
he's
just-
already throwing
We
bombs
already
on us,
dropping
man.
bombs.
Oh
That's
my
just a
God.
little- They're the Kendrick Lamar of the sneaker culture. They just everybody hypes it up, but they suck. It's like, come on, man. But we'll talk about that on another episode.
Just imagine if we had a hip hop podcast and he said Kendrick Lamar sucks.
He does.
That's not a hot take. That
is a hot
That is a-
take.
look,
I'm sorry.
Kendrick Lamar.
we will go
is
down a
trash.
rabbit hole right now because
Let's stay on topic.
Kendrick is the most overrated. You know
We
what?
can talk about that.
Oh my
That's
God.
We can compare
Listen,
rappers.
we
to
will
shoes.
not listen.
You know what?
You
We're gonna
already
do that.
did.
We're gonna do that in one of these
Yeah,
episodes.
one of these
But
episodes, we're gonna
listen,
go
we will not be the podcast that people know for, like down talking Kendrick, because Kendrick is fire. Kendrick, you fire. But anyway,
His sage
Coke.
burning behind.
Oh my God, Coke.
So what y'all think about the Tinker Hatfield threes though? Underrated.
Yeah.
Underrated.
I think all threes though. Threes are right behind fours. Like it's underrated. Like they underappreciated shoes.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Them black cement threes though.
Yeah.
I think was I gonna wear? I was actually about to wear those when I think episode 1.
Those Tinker Hatfield shoes look like LeBron's color.
Nah.
To me.
Anyway, Coke. You've already been controversial in this episode.
And you can already,
which you already getting the pot stirred, but we got the Coats controversial tape. Go ahead.
Because last episode, it was what?
Last episode was Nike Yeezy.
Nike Yeezy, that's right.
Better than Adidas Yeezy.
And then episode 1, that was the ridiculous.
It was the ones.
Yeah. So today, on Coach Controversial Take. To me, I know it's a $6 billion industry. Everybody getting stuff, but I feel like the sneaker culture is dying, bro.
Hell no.
I'm telling you.
What?
He always go in though.
Boy,
Let me
He
tell you
always
why.
go in.
Let me
Hell
tell
no.
you why.
Go ahead.
It's too much. I feel like it's like a lot of oversaturation,
Okay.
a lot of fake stuff. It's just too much, bro. Like the culture is dying, even though it's making all this money.
Then how's it dying?
The culture, hold on. Just because you making money,
it dying?
don't mean it ain't dying. The essence of it is dying.
I
to
can
me.
see that.
The essence is dying.
I can see that. I will say
But what y'all think?
No. I think it's worth diving into. Let's say that. Because what I do think is, and we kind of touched on reselling,
Yeah.
last episode, and we talked about foot apps, but like I feel like to Coke's point, there isn't in as much like loyalty like from the apps and from the sneaker companies. So I can see how somebody comes up with that and says, the sneaker industry is dying. And yeah, they making money.
Yeah.
They're making a lot of money. But, like Coke made a really good point. The essence of it. Like
So the love of it.
the love,
passion
the
for it.
passion.
This is a business
like,
now.
It's all about a dollar. That's
Just
pretty much.
business.
It's a business now.
And you know what can happen to businesses.
Yeah.
They can all fade away.
All can fall.
One word, Enron. That's all I'm gonna say. Do your Googles, B. Do your
Man.
Googles.
I wouldn't go there. I wouldn't say it's dying though, man. It's still a lot of people who love this culture, man. Like us. There's some other people out
Yeah.
there. I don't want to say it's dying, but I think there's a lot more people involved in it that shouldn't be, if that makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
Like you got these kids out here who, you just getting shoes, don't even know what they are, You know what I'm saying? Sitting on them or whatever, not really want to wear them. You know, we all get shoes to sell, of course, but we still have that love for it, man. Like, I got a lot of shoes sitting in the closet, and at some point, I'm going to wear them. Yeah. You know what I mean? Because I get them because I like them. We talked about it last time. You know, we get shoes that, of course, we're gonna, you know, sell and do whatever, but that passion is still there. We still got that fire in us, man.
Yeah.
Like, so I had to disagree on the dime piece. But I just do think it's getting oversaturated too, though.
Yeah, it feels like it's less people that can be involved because the prices are getting extremely high.
Yeah,
reselling is pushing up those prices. So for some people, you know, like some shoes are just so exclusive you can't get them. And I think that to Coach's point, like, that's why I think that topic is actually being discussed a lot. Is sneaker culture dying because everybody don't have access to the shoes. You know, like even when you had to stand in line, you know what I mean? It felt like you had a better chance then than you do now.
Yeah.
And if less people are involved in the shoe buying process, then I don't know.
Yeah, it's true.
You know, 1 + 1 is 2.
It's true. Yeah. And then you got the sites that dictate the value of the shoes. Yep. You know what I mean? Yep. So that could, you know, it's give or take.
I don't know. I feel like that to y'all point, it kind of kills your will a little bit. Like,
you're
trying to get this stuff, and it's like, man, you got Tommy over here who don't know nothing, but he winning all the good stuff. It's like,
right.
Come on, man.
That's a problem.
That sucks.
Everybody need a bot then. Better get you a bot.
I just feel like it's kind of, like you said, it's oversaturated, and it's killing the essence of the culture of the sneakers.
Yeah. No, that's a fact, man. I think that part is really, it's been eye-opening, especially over like the last couple of years.
Yeah.
That, I mean, even like I said, like for me to purchase a shoe that I just purchased those Bred 4s and I had to spend the money I had to spend on them, like that tells you a lot just about it. So I know people might be like, man, we kind of talked about that in episode 2, but you know, it's a little different because I do feel like more people feel like they just have no opportunity to get shoes.
That's true. How much you pay for the Bred 4s?
I will not say that. I will not say that. People are listening.
Listen, still got to pay taxes. We're not trying to get hit with the RICO.
Listen, I won't say how much I paid for it. It's not nothing crazy, you know what I mean?
But it's up there, though.
It was a pretty significant amount of money.
I can probably guess, but I won't put my guess out there.
Jonathan's over here like, you know, wink if it was this price.
You know, he can calculate. He good at math.
I'm a whiz. But no, man, I think but I'm gonna have that passion for it forever.
No, me too. But you know, I think for maybe the little ones, it gets a little bit harder for them to like really want to get involved, or you know, people who just aren't as fortunate, whatever.
Yeah.
But kind of goes into in the same kind of conversation. Sneaker culture dying, you know. I think Coke talked about that, but just looking at like the downfall of Yeezys, like, man, and that might contribute to sneaker culture because,
man, he don't got that big of an impact.
You don't think so?
Yes, he does.
What?
I think he had a huge influence on sneaker culture, man.
And y'all can fact check me on this, but I believe Kanye was the first. You can fact check me. I believe he was the first celebrity that I could think of with a big shoe brand to drop his own shoe.
Non-athlete.
Non-athletes, yeah. Excuse me, non-athlete.
He might be. I don't know.
He could be, but he ain't got that big of an impact on that. He like just because Yeezy's is going, you know, downfall. He not bringing the sneaker culture down with him.
Yeah,
no way. But he started off so hot though, man. It was just.
I would love to know what has been the trickle effect of Adidas since like this whole separation. Like, how has it affected their bottom line? How has it affected them financially? I would want to know because
I mean, it's public info.
Yeah. I mean, I haven't looked it up, but I bet it's significant. I think he has a more significant influence than you probably giving him credit for.
Maybe for Adidas.
No,
but not for the culture.
The culture
as a whole, man.
Y'all crazy. I still buying Air Force Ones like they Skittles.
Dude.
Like,
Kanye literally was valued as a billionaire because of that, because of the shoe brand.
Allegedly.
So
Valued at a billion.
Allegedly.
Valued.
Man, y'all crazy.
I'm not.
Travis Scott is gonna have a bigger impact than Travis Scott shoes. Travis Scott shoes.
Travis Scott is more influential than Kanye.
Not yet.
He
He will be.
Because
boy,
whoa,
Bruh.
boy,
he might be on his way, but
Travis Scott.
he's
is
not even close.
he got a long ways to go.
Travis Scott
Long
is on a different spectrum right now, man. Anytime them Travises drop, the world goes crazy every time.
Yeah, and Kanye had his own line
He
of
did.
shoes with 2 different brands.
That's rare, bro.
So I'm trying to find when Adidas is going to do their quarterly earnings call because I'm curious to know.
I'm really curious.
So what I heard in the contract was allegedly, per my sources, this apparently they're still going to sell the shoes, but I just don't think they're going to use
Without
the
the Yeezy
Yeezy
name.
name. So
That makes sense.
in that, what do y'all think about as far as does that devalue the shoe if you're not going to use his name?
I mean, of course it will. But if they as fly as y'all said, then
Y'all.
people should still buy, right? But of course it's going to.
Listen, I'll tell you, for me personally, I'll still rock some 350s. I don't care if they call Yeezys or not because I think that shoe fly. However, you do know that there are individuals that, you know, Kanye is one of those people that has a cult following, you know, and like they only buy shoes because of him.
Yeah.
And we're not gonna necessarily like get into, you know, what's led to his downfall and, you know, what happened, but it's been like that whole thing is crazy to me, man. Like it's crazy because I really do think that he takes a significant portion of sneaker culture with him.
Does
If
he though?
nothing-
I agree.
I think so.
Is either one of y'all going to change y'all's views on sneakers?
Maybe
because-
not us,
But that's what I'm saying.
but
talking about the
again,
majority.
majority of people.
No, you don't
Like,
understand. They
People
love
have
Kanye.
been craving for Adidas and Kanye to figure something out, or Kanye goes and create his own brand or whatever.
Why don't they do that then?
He may.
How long ago did that happen? How long ago did that happen?
what?
A couple months?
him leaving.
Few months.
Few
Yeah,
months.
like October, maybe.
So
September.
let's say 4 months. So in the last 4 months, I ain't seen no difference in the sneaker game.
I have. I've seen people say on, you know, on social media, like, hey, when we gonna get some Yeezys, or when we gonna get, and even if they go the route that Coke talking about, when we gonna get some of those, like I've seen that. I think that conversation prevalent, man.
And
I think
also-
you're really downplaying Kanye's influence, man.
It
And I'm
might.
not even a huge Kanye fan anymore, but
Remember when they announced it though? I guess the stock stuff went
Oh,
down.
the
and,
stock.
and
Yeah.
it took a significant hit.
yeah,
That's anything though.
All I gotta say is don't wear no 350s around me, bro. That's all I gotta say. Don't wear no 350s around me.
man. You know, I got one more segment I think we should just discuss really quick. And we have been talking about Air Force Ones a lot, but you know,
As we should.
as we should. Talk to me a little bit about like the impact of Air Force One. We talked a little bit about Yeezy's influence and things like that. We obviously talked a lot about Jordans. But talk to me a little bit about Air Force One. I thought we wanted to touch on that.
Man, I think Air Force Ones, man. We talked about it last episode. It's a timeless shoe. I personally think it's probably the best shoe ever made.
Yeah.
Like just overall. I mean, Ice White Air Force Ones, so many different colorways and different designs and collaborations. But Air Force Ones, man, just had such an impact on music, culture, sports, designers, you know, making, and we talked about it last time, people copying the Air Force, you know, all the Bapes and other, you know, the others, who they typically copy? Air Force One. I think Air Force One had the biggest impact. I mean, think about the price increase. When we was in high school, Air Force One was what, $70,
Like $70,
$74, something like that.
74.
Now they at what, 100?
110.
At least 100, 110 now.
Yeah.
Like, think about that price jump on those shoes, man. Air Force One. I mean, I talked about it in episode 1. I got about in my life, easily 200 pairs of Air Force One.
Definitely.
Easily. And I love Air Force One. I think Force is I'm going to wear them forever.
Yeah.
Until you know, my old folks' home shoes going to be
So they're going to be Air Force
some
One.
orthopedic Air Force One. I'm telling you, man. Like,
my God.
Orthopedic Air Force
One. Listen, Nike do that. They need to, you know, shout you out on that.
Look, let
Give
me
you
go
some
trademark.
bread.
Let me go trademark that real quick.
What about you?
But think about it though. Hold on, think about it though.
Yeah.
Think about when Nelly dropped the Air Force One song.
I was just about to bring that up.
Think about that,
The culture impact that song.
Think about that.
Song,
bro.
yeah.
Song still fire.
Still fire.
I still jam Air Force
Like you
that
can
song.
still
so
listen to that
often.
song.
And that was free promo for Nike, so you know they capitalized.
Yeah.
Yeah, Nelly got he got a little.
But
he got a little
So,
bit, yeah,
do we all agree Air Force One the greatest shoe of all time?
Yes.
Yes,
Yes.
you won't hear anything else from me.
Okay.
I will continue to wear them.
I think that's a consensus. Air Force One is the greatest shoe of all
Yeah.
time.
it's like
No matter what city you from, I know
where.
people up north. Some people call them like uptowns or
Yep.
whatever. Like that shoe is the greatest shoe of all time, and I think we wanted to kind of memorialize it and just give it its flowers, like it's a
Yes.
person. But seriously, we wanted to give some time to Air Force Ones because we have talked about it before, and let people know that shoe is the greatest shoe of all time.
They did Houston dirty though. Them Houston Air Force Ones was.
they look like Bapes.
Them things.
Man.
Hey man.
Man.
They could have did Houston a little better with the Houston Air Force Ones. Those was trash.
Rapper reference: Air Force Ones are the Jay-Z. I compared those to Jay-Z, the greatest of all time. But we'll go to that in another episode. Hey, I'm just
We don't agree on a lot.
I tell you, we
So,
have taled about how sneakers kind of
we-
intersects other spaces. One day we're gonna make a list
We're gonna make
for
a list.
everybody, shoes to rappers
And athlete.
and athletes.
So
Okay.
that we're gonna
Shoes
do
to rapper,
we're gonna
athletes,
do the shoe, the athlete,
and a rapper.
and the rapper.
Because
that's a great episode topic.
I can't I cannot disagree. Jay-Z and Air Force Ones are one in the same.
I disagree.
One in the
I
same.
disagree.
Next episode, I'll tell y'all what Kite be listening to. Y'all ain't
They are one in the same. Air Force Ones. Yeah.
Oh my God. Anyway, we are wrapped up on episode 3. Again, thank you for tuning in. However you did, we can be found anywhere you listen to podcasts, Apple, Spotify, etc. Don't forget to follow the socials.
Click like and subscribe. The Heat Factory _ on all those. We got some really good stuff coming up in the next couple episodes. I know this was a little shorter, but we just definitely had to get some stuff out. But I'm telling y'all, stay tuned for what we got in store. This is gonna be this first quarter 2023 for Heat Factory is gonna be. It's gonna be a lot coming at you. We're gonna be ready for this. So keep tuning in. We appreciate all the feedback and all the support.
Yep. We appreciate everyone that has tuned in any way possible or has contributed to any conversation around the Heat Factory. Share it with your friends, man. Share it with somebody. We're gonna do something as well. We're gonna do some raffles. We're gonna try to do some giveaways, some things like that. But yeah, man, we'll see you next time.
Tune in every other Thursday, baby.
We out.
Yeah.